When things go wrong, people often expect it's the government that needs to be blamed. Ask yourself, why is it so? Today we're going to know why things are a bit messy in India. You see, India's population is growing day by day. With the present count, that makes it second largest populated country in the world. Not just population, the supreme law of the land, the Indian constitution, is lengthy as well. And the reason being, it was just more suited to its society. But the question is, how many actually know what's written in the constitution? Today, almost everything is regulated by the government. The plan is to put it all under the government, have control over all the activities, and require people to have permit to own or create things. On one hand, legal principles provide right to equal protection, but on the other, its complexity, tediousness, and sometimes lethargic government employees become the hindrance for the average citizen. Where does that leave the average citizen? Bribery, corruption forms the ground reality. Now this creates an economic divide in a country. Those with money get away with all the obstruction that we spoke about, and those without risk the consequences, end up facing punishment or some sort of fine. Clearly there is a problem. Rules need to be changed and reformed for betterment of society. But to change a rule, you'll need to travel to the local minister's office, convince them that the rule needs to be changed, carry that to another level of government where a bunch of other ministers would have a debate and speak their consents, carry that to another level of government where a bunch of other ministers would again have a debate and speak their consents. If all of this is successful, they will have to communicate the change to the millions of people of the country. This is way too much work to change a rule. There is so much inefficiency in the entire process. It is not that the government is incompetent or evil, it's just the implementation of the plan is expensive and there always be certain section of the society unhappy. The further away you look at someone or something from, the more you will overlook what they really want. The policymaker thinks they are inherently sensible and the ones on the other side of the line are inherently incompetent. They are forced to work from theories, models and assumptions. Models and theories are nice because they explain different situations all around the world. But they are just metaphors that can tell maybe one or two things. But it doesn't really tell you anything about the real people. And when policymakers assume these models and theories are true in real situations, they run into problems. Therefore, we need a different approach. Rules are easier to change because those who make them are also those who follow them. If they meet experts of respective groups and institutions and take their inputs, it will be a lot efficient and rules are going to be made in a fair way. It's not that the government shouldn't have any role to play, it's just ultimately administration over all the resources in a country shouldn't be discussed in a boardroom by legislatures. Government needs to be receptive to those who are in the field.